Hey everybody, welcome to JSM Pro. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Today, we're going to go over the top 5 mysterious deep sea creatures recorded on undersea cameras. Make sure to watch until the end, because it's one of the most amazing sea monster I've ever seen. Oarfish, the real sea serpent. For centuries, people have reported encounters with sea serpents all over the world. These beasts of the sea have become the stuff of myth and legend. Though perhaps these myths were rooted in truth, originating from early encounters with a great fish seldomly encountered by mankind. The oarfish, also known as king of herrings, is the largest bony fish in the world, known to grow up to 11 meters, 36 feet in length, and having been reported to grow even larger at lengths of 17 meters, 56 feet long. They are known to inhabit deep waters throughout the world, usually around 1,000 meters, 3,300 feet. In contrast to legends of violent sea serpents, the oarfish only feed on small organisms including krill, crustaceans, shrimp, small squids, and jellyfish. Rarely filmed or encountered in a healthy state, the oarfish cannot survive in shallows. When dying, the ailing animals will often swim to the surface, even into beaches. Oarfish have been documented beaching Themis on many occasions. Even when assisted by people, they cannot survive in shallow waters most of the time. This behavior has been recorded for over 2 centuries, as the fish recorded oarfish encounters began in the late 1700s into the subsequent century. Oarfish are subject to abyssal gigantism, the biological tendency for deep ocean life to grow extremely large. While the great depths at which the oarfish most usually dwell make research of these striking animals very difficult, increased research from organizations such as the NOAA could shed more light on their life and behaviors in the future. Just as early encounters with the oarfish seemed like legends come to life, the great king of herrings remains a glimpse into the deep oceans which are still largely unknown to man. Magnapinna squids. The Magnapinna squids are a group of rarely seen deep-sea cephalopods common worldwide in the permanently dark zone of the ocean at about 4,000 feet or 1,219 meters below the surface. Only 4 species are known, all of which distinguished from one another by slight physical differences. Magnapinnas are rarely photographed due to the extreme depths in which they live. On November 11, 2007, a Magnapinna was flamed by en route in the Gulf of Mexico. The footage comes from Perdido, one of the deepest oil drilling sites in the world. It is impossible to identify which species of Magnapinna was filmed due to the insufficient perspective on the subject's appendages. While little is known about Magnapinna squids in general, it is believed they grow up to at least 23 feet or over 7 meters long. Magnapinna squid appendages make up about 90% of their overall body. Marine biologists have theorized that Magnapinnas feed by dragging their arms along the seafloor, grabbing edible organisms. Alternately, Magnapinnas could wait for prey to pass within range of their drifting arms and ensnare them once close enough. While they are rarely seen, Magnapinna squids have been photographed increasingly more in recent years. It is only a matter of time until a substantial amount of new information is collected. Siphonophore. The following footage was filmed at a depth of 769 meters during a 1991 ROF expedition in Japanese waters. The unusual subject filmed was a particularly strange Siphonophore, a colonial organism made up of an array of zooids which all perform necessary functions for survival. The term Siphonophore encompasses 188 species known to science, the likes of which are vastly different from one another. For instance, there is the Priodubai, often called the giant Siphonophore, as it grow up to 160 feet or 49 meters long. As well as the infamous Portuguese man-o-war, known worldwide for its powerful venom. This Siphonophore was filmed off the coast of Angola by en route. It displays some physical similarities with the specimen from the 1991 Japanese footage, such as the characteristic of many writhing tentacles protruding from the main body. Another specimen recorded by an RAW camera. Despite its beautiful appearance, the Siphonophore is largely known to be a deadly predator which feeds upon fish ensnared in its bodily structure. Recent RAF expeditions have uncovered new footage of an array of bizarre siphonophores, the likes of which have spurred fresh interest amongst the scientific community. There will surely continue to be new findings of siphonophores as these expeditions continue and more of the deep ocean is explored. These early depictions of siphonophores were created by German biologist Ernst Haeckel in 1904. As the search for new data on siphonophores continues, the uncertainty remains. Unidentified shark. The Mariana Trench is the absolute deepest part of Earth's oceans, known to run 11.03 kilometers or 6.85 miles deep with a length of about 2.50 kilometers or 1.580 miles. Incredibly bizarre forms of wildlife are commonplace in the Mariana Trench. It is home to frilled sharks, dragonfish, and something else. The following footage was recorded at depths around 1 mile by equipment from a Japanese marine biology study. Size estimates based on the subject in proportion to the baited cage put the shark at around 60 feet long. Which has led to much speculation that the long-thought extinct megalodon shark still exists in the Mariana Trench. Megalodon sharks supposedly went extinct around 1 million years ago. The closest living relative of which is the great white. There is very little information which supports the modern existence of megalodon shark. It is unlikely the Mariana Trench possesses the necessary food supply for such a behemoth predator at such depths as 1 mile. It is entirely possible the size estimates for the Mariana Trench shark were wrong. There is speculation that the subject is actually the uncommonly seen six-gill shark, which can grow up to 25 feet long. The most likely identity of the Mariana Trench shark is the Pacific sleeper shark, as it can grow up to 26 feet long, is known to be a scavenger, and is found throughout Japanese waters at depths of 1 mile. While the Mariana Trench shark is almost certainly not the megalodon shark that existed 1 million years ago, there is no substantial evidence against the size estimates from the footage, which suggests a possible relative to the Pacific sleeper shark which is subject to abyssal gigantism. Similar to the relationship between the Humboldt and Architeuthis squids. That is speculation, however there is still much unknown about the Mariana Trench shark. Blobfish. In September 2013, a poll conducted by the Ugly Animal Preservation Society decided upon the world's ugliest animal. Blobfish inhabit the waters of Australia, New Zealand, and Tasmania at depths of between 600 to 1,200 meters /2,000 3,900 feet. They are known for their strange, gelatinous appearance seen in dramatic photographs. However, this is not the fish's natural appearance, but rather one caused by decompression damage when brought up from the depths below. When found in their natural habitat, the blobfish looks much more like a normal deep-sea creature. They are mostly sedentary and rarely display physical activity. Blobfish grow to maximum of 30 centimeters /12 inches long. Rather than hunting prey, they consume whatever floats in front of them, such as crustaceans. Inedible for human consumption, blobfish are accidentally caught in deep-sea fishing trawl nets, which has led to fishermen unexpectedly encountering the glob-like deep-sea creatures, for which the blobfish has become popularly known, frequently cited as one of the creepiest deep-sea creatures, even though this is only due to deformities. The blobfish has since become the mascot for the Ugly Animal Preservation Society, an organization which seeks to protect the rights of animals which are ordinarily deemed undesirable and left out of the conservation conversation. And since it has become a beacon of affection for such strange types of animals, there is hope that the currently threatened blobfish can be protected along with its fellow inhabitants of the deep. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos of sea monster and much more. Check out this playlist of my videos and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.